Hey guys, and first, can I apologise for several reasons. Number one, for the lateness of this video, and actually it might not be too late for you, I don't know. And number two, for the quality of this video. The recording software I was using was a trial, and that is now run out, which I've only just realised. So, as well as the bad quality, this video isn't going to be in 16:9, which is unfortunate. But hopefully that'll be sorted out by next week. It is now 11:45 here in the UK, and I have just this minute finished A Game of Thrones by George R. R. Martin. This is a massive book. It's 830 pages long, and to put that into perspective, Lord of the Rings is just over 1,000. I will never read a book this big again as part of this project because it was ridiculous. The last kind of 7 hours I've been reading just trying to get this finished, so this review might be a little incoherent because I'm extremely tired. So bookfighters, one thing you'll find out about me during the course of this project is that I don't give praise lightly. And that's the reason why I don't finish a lot of books, because I read them and if they don't grab me immediately, then I find it really hard to continue. I'm heavily critical, so you will find that out over the course of this project. Having said that, this book, A Game of Thrones by George R. R. Martin, is one of the most incredible books that I've ever read in my life. It blew me away, and you all should read it. I mean, if you have time to throw away though, because it was epically long. So one of the most interesting things about this book is the way that the narration unfolds. Each chapter is named after the character that the narration is vocalized through. Let me explain. So in Harry Potter, it's written in third person, obviously, but all the information is vocalized through Harry. You hear his thoughts and feelings. You never hear, say, Ron's thoughts on a situation unless he speaks them. So all the information is vocalized through Harry. I'm sure you know what that means. In this book, however, there are several people who the narration is vocalized through. I think there are 5 in total. And so the chapters are named, so one of the characters is called John. So if it's going to be one of John's chapters, it would be called John, and the narration would be vocalized through him. This means that in this book, there is no right and wrong. There is no good and bad. There is no heroes and villains. It is only matters of opinion. And the depth that the author manages to create in these characters is staggering. Never before have I read a book where the characters have grown so quickly, where the world has been fleshed out so richly. It's truly mind-blowing the way he does it, and he gives you immediate affection, and he tells the story from different points of view, and you really get the sense that lives are being lived. I mean, the scale is staggering and phenomenal, and it's something I've never experienced before, even in Lord of the Rings. So one of the many themes in this book is honor, and how that affects a man, and how they use that honor, and how other people perceive that honor. But one of the threads in this theme is the disabled and the handicapped, and how they don't find contempt in their disabilities, but instead they find great honor. And the disabled people in this book are among the most interesting and the most fleshed out and the most likable and the most honorable. And this especially is gripping because in so many books you see, you know, the hunchback or the deformed person is always the villain. He's always laden with contempt. Richard III, I suppose, is a prime example, and this is a common theme that's used throughout literature and throughout any sort of media, and it's so refreshing to see it used in a different light, and maybe even a more truthful light in this book. So guys, in conclusion, I hope I wasn't rambling too much. This is one of the greatest pieces of literature I've ever laid eyes on. I honestly don't say that lightly, and Katie, I know you're gonna think this is heathen, and ridiculous, but it's better than Lord of the Rings. Maybe it's not as profound and groundbreaking, but as a piece of storytelling, it's pretty much unparalleled by anything I've ever read. It's truly incredible, and I really recommend that you all go out and read it. In other news, I have the INTJ personality type, which is 11% introvert, 38% intuitive, 38% thinking, and 33% judging. Personally, I don't like these tests at all. I mean, I would question the integrity of any test that gives me a yes or no option for some of the most profound, thought-provoking questions I've ever seen. I mean, I sat in front of at least half of those questions thinking, I don't know. I maybe in some cases I could write a 1,000-word essay as an answer to that. So I know it's only supposed to be a guide, but personally, I'm not the biggest fan of personality type tests. But whatever. So that was that. That's what I am. So book fighters, this week, my choice of book almost killed me, and so this week I'm gonna be reading something considerably shorter than the 800 pages I plowed through last week, and then I'm gonna be reading The Crystal World by J.G. Ballard, and I won't tell you any more than that. I'll review it next week. So I apologise again for the quality of this video, and now I'm gonna go and sleep for maybe 2 days, maybe 3, I don't know. Lauren, I will see you tomorrow. Bookfighters, you will see me next week, and until then, it is bye from me for now. Bye, guys.